In today's video, I'm going to show you why some businesses are failing and some businesses are thriving. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons to help your business thrive in 2025 and beyond. You know, Elon Musk is the richest man alive, and there's many reasons why, but I'm going to focus in on 3 reasons today, which can help your business in a great way. Now, one of the big reasons that so many businesses are failing is because of focus. This is such a significant one. And when I'm speaking about focus, I'm talking about perspective. I want to break down an example for you, right? I want to focus on 2 videos that I published on my channel as an example. These were 2 videos which went out one week, then the other. Now, if you look at these 2 videos, right, I want to just show you the thumbnail right now. And I want to ask you, which one do you believe got most views? Now I'm going to show you the view count on one of those videos got less than 100 views. Which one do you think it was? I'm going to tell you which video got what views later on in the video. Now, what does this have to do with focus, Israel? Let me tell you. Now, this is why so many businesses are failing, because they're focusing on the wrong stuff instead of focusing on the right stuff. The important thing for you to understand now is that your perspective, what you focus on, is what matters greatly. So some people will look at the videos that they're producing, or they won't produce videos because they're more focused on how many views they're going to get instead of actually just producing the content and delivering value to your target audience. Some people would look at one video that got 700 views and another video that got 60 views and be over the moon with the 700 views and underwhelmed and feel deflated and disheartened by the 60 viewed video. And this is what you need to realize. As a business owner, you shouldn't be focused fundamentally on how many views you are getting. I've said in different videos at different times, this channel right now isn't the main focus of my business. It doesn't mean that views aren't important to me, but it's not the most important thing to me. And the reason I'm highlighting this is because the video that got less than 100 views brought in more leads and more sales. But because most people will not create content or are so focused on the lack of views that they got, they're disheartened to realize that it doesn't matter fundamentally about how many views you got. So Israel, are you saying that the video with less than 100 views is more valuable to you than the video with hundreds of views? Not necessarily. This is what you need to realize. I'm happy with both of the videos. Why? Because videos, content that you create in your business will serve different purposes. The videos that got hundreds more views may open up my business to new audiences, but the video which has less views will bring in more leads and more sales into my business. Both of those things are valuable, but if I'm just focused on, I didn't get any views on my video, or there's no way I'm recording videos this week because who's really gonna watch it? Those are disempowering focusing thoughts. But I'm focused on, no, I want to create consistent content to show up in the marketplace for my target audience so they can know me right here, Israel, can serve them at a high level, even in my free content. So people whose businesses are failing are focusing on the wrong things. Then as you move along that spectrum, you have people who may get to the point which I'm talking about, where you've got 2 videos. One's got loads of views and one's got less views, and they're like, well, this video's got hundreds of views, I'm going to focus on making content like that. No, just make the content that you believe you're supposed to make for your audience to serve them at a high level, and watch what happens. You will get some videos that get more views, you'll get some videos that get less views, but as long as they are serving your target audience, as long as they're serving your potential customers and customers, that is what matters. Then you move all the way to this other side where you're focusing on the right things. Okay, how do I focus? How do I serve my customers? How do I serve my potential customers? I create content which delivers value to them and shows them that I can help them. When that is the focus, the view count matters less. And that's how you find yourself in a position where you can create content and see, oh wow, this video got a limited amount of views in comparison to that video, but this video brought in more leads and sales into the business. I'm not necessarily going to say to myself, I'm going to double down on this, because it's not just about this. I'm going to continue to do both of them and continue to focus on what really matters, which is serving my customers and potential customers at the highest level. So one of the reasons people's businesses are failing are not thriving is because their focus is off. And the second thing I want to talk about today is so significant as well, and that is fear. They are afraid. I mentioned this a little bit already. Some people are so afraid of creating content which would be valuable to the people that they want to serve in their business, but because they're so afraid of producing content, I don't know how the people are going to look at me. I don't know if I can record a video. I don't have the best equipment. We all are telling ourselves stories. The great thing we should be doing is telling ourselves empowering stories, which can help us move forward and do the thing that God created us to do. So fear is what stops so many people's businesses from thriving and has their businesses failing. Let me give you this example, right? So I was in a mastermind recently, and one of the other mastermind members was telling a story of something they bought recently and just many of the problems. Now, I'm going to talk about that more in a moment, but the reason this was so significant was because I had just created a new product called 24/7 Leads. And one of the things I talk about in 24/7 Leads is showing people, business owners, how to get more leads rolling into their business 24/7, right? But one of the things I teach in that course, which is so significant, is this whole concept and framework that it's not about you. And so bear in mind, this was fresh in my mind as this high-level business owner was breaking down this story. So he's talking about how he's just bought this product from this particular individual, he's paid the person money, and he's talking about how he doesn't really resonate with the person. In fact, he's repelled by the person. He doesn't really like the person's character. He doesn't really like how the person dresses. There's so many negative things he doesn't like about this business owner. And at the point when I got to speak, I said, you know what? This is a great example of why it's so important not to be afraid, because there are people out there who like you, who would love to do business with you, but are paying somebody else that they don't even like. And I said, you know what? This shows you, this was a concept I was just teaching in my 24/7 Leads product. It's not about you. You see, the reason you paid somebody who you dislike on so many different levels is because they solved the problem that you had. And I said, now imagine if somebody you really liked, somebody you had so much more agreeableness to, was selling the same product. You would have paid the person who you gravitate towards naturally. And this is why fear stops so many people's businesses from thriving, because they're so afraid. Now, this is one of the reasons why you have to create content and deliver products and services, because there's people right now, I promise you, who would pay you gladly, but are paying people they dislike. Even if you think about in your own life, there's probably people that you are paying right now, which you really wouldn't want to pay. You probably pay somebody else, but that somebody else, think about you in this equation, is not there. What's going to happen? Imagine when you are creating content and it's serving the people that God has called you to serve. Those customers that you're going to have no longer need to go and pay somebody else. They can pay you. But if you don't create the content, this is how examples like what happened in this recent mastermind come up over and over and over again. This is encouragement to all of us to continue to create content which serves our customers, which serves potential customers, because they are looking for people like us to do the content that can serve them. But it doesn't make sense. This is why they won't pay somebody who is not there, who's invisible. They will continue to pay people who are present. And this leads on to the third focus. You know, I mentioned Elon Musk earlier, right? Elon Musk recently bought Twitter. And you know what's fascinating about Twitter? It highlights this third thing, which is so significant, which is why some businesses are failing and some businesses are thriving. One of the things that Elon Musk did when he bought Twitter is he started charging people for certain features. He's still making money from all the ad revenue that comes in from people advertising on the Twitter platform, but he created a monthly fee for certain tools and services. Not only will focus make your business fail, fear will make your business fail. And the third thing which will make your business fail is the fee. If you are afraid to sell, your business isn't going to thrive. It's going to struggle to survive. You see, Elon Musk could come in really quickly and then start charging for a product and service, because he knows the product that he's offering, Twitter first and foremost, is valuable. So he can now sell something on the backdrop of that. I mentioned this in multiple videos before. I have no problem selling today. Why? Not because I'm some snake oil salesman, but because I sell things to people which can help them greatly. I know this and believe this. So if I know this and believe this, why wouldn't I want to put my product and service in front of people? Imagine me walking down the road and there's loads of people with these banners saying, I'm struggling to get leads. And me walking down the road knowing that I've got a product called 24/7 leads and I'm just I'm quiet. I'm like, make sure I don't say anything, No. If I really wanted to help those people, I would walk up to every individual confidently and say, look, you've got this sign which says you're struggling to get leads in your business. You know, I've got a product which shows you how to get 24/7 leads. What do you think those people are gonna say? Really? Tell me more. And this is what I'm trying to get you to realize. Imagine it's like going to the beach. Imagine you're selling water or you're selling drinks on the beach and everybody's hot and everybody's sweating and they're looking for drinks and you are just there quiet like, no, you know, I can't sell the drinks because I'm afraid to sell. Like, no. You could easily, confidently go up to any of those people and say, would you like a cold drink? I noticed that you're sweating. Or you could just let them come to you. Either way is fine. But when you have something which is valuable and can help somebody, don't be afraid to speak about it. But this puts the onus on us to make sure that what we are selling in the marketplace is valuable. You want to deliver value to your customers and not make them feel like, I feel cheated. That's why I'm so confident about the products that I sell, because I know if you take the action on what I'm talking about in those products, you are going to get results. And then you're going to think, well, I watched Israel's free content and it was valuable. I paid him some money and it was valuable. What else can I pay Israel for? And it'd be valuable as well. You want to continue to give people a valuable experience, a experience where they feel served and not just sold to, where both parties win in this transaction. If you want to avoid your business failing and you want your business to thrive in 2025 and beyond, you need to focus on the right stuff. You need to avoid being afraid, and you need to charge the fee for the product and service that you're going to be delivering. One of the things, the second thing I spoke about in today's video was what? Not being afraid to produce content and things along those lines. And if you want to know how to create content that captivates your audience and converts them into customers, watch this video right here. Go win and God bless winners.